What's good, everyone? This your main correspondent, Alan Taylor, and I'm back in the broadcast room yet again, always with another one. And yes, indeed, it is another one. So apparently, we're gonna bring it up to you. Tiffany Henyard cannot pay her rent out here. And I did I did a report on this a while back, what I'm saying, but apparently it's getting stronger and stronger. So hey Tiff, what you doing with all that money out there? Where all that money going that you've been ciphering off the top out here? This is crazy. Let's go here now. Quarters, nickels, and dimes.
Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard has a new battle on her hands.
She is being evicted for not paying her rent, and now her landlord is talking about her past tenant troubles.
Dave Blacko has the latest on the drama in Dalton.
Mayor Henyard and her boyfriend, Kamal Woods, are together pulling down well over $300,000 from taxpayers, according to public payroll records. But they haven't paid their rent since August. And now their landlord says she's had enough.
Initially, I didn't want to go on camera, but right now I feel like I'm at wit's end. I have nowhere else to turn.
Janetta Hull says she considered Tiffany Henyard a friend and even did campaign work for the Dalton mayor and Thornton Township supervisor. But things changed in 2021 when she was about to rent out this 3-bedroom, 2-bath home she owns in Dalton to a family and got a late-night call from the mayor.
And she's like, hey, this is Mayor Henyard. And I'm like, hi. And then she's like, I heard that you were renting your house. And I said, yeah. And I said, I have somebody that's moving in soon. And she says, no, they can't move in because I want it. And I'm like, excuse me?
Feeling pressured, Hull says she agreed to rent the house to Henyard and her boyfriend, Kamal Woods, who holds a...
Okay, so let's go here now. What that's a sneak away house.
Well, what the French toast is there to think about?
That was a sneak away house.
You old fish-eyed fool.
Now we all know her, Tiffany, and this dude right here. Dude also had a chick or wife or something like that. So don't quote me on that, but he had another chick. Tiffany kind of, Tiffany, did her thing, got in, snuck in real good out there. Things like that. So yeah, this was a getaway spot right here, low key. I mean, look at the house. Hold on here. Look at the house. You want to go here? Let's check this out. Look at the house. Now we know good and damn well, you know what I'm saying? This wasn't just no place that they was just, this wasn't no home that they was trying to create a marriage and a home.
You'll thank me in the morning.
They were just trying to create a family in this house right here. Let's keep this real out here.
House to Henyard and her boyfriend, Kamal Woods, who holds a 6-figure job at the township. Henyard signed the original lease, and on the line asking about her job.
You see here, she only put mayor for employment.
Henyard makes nearly $300,000 as mayor and township supervisor, but is the focus of an ongoing FBI investigation for extravagant spending, questionable contracts, and using tax dollars for personal gain. Hull says things started to unravel this summer when she was forced to raise the rent by $200 to $2,400 a month because her property taxes went up again.
So with that, I had to equate that into the rent.
And that's what's going on up there in Illinois with the property tax. They started trying to raise those property tax for real though, because big boy over in Chicago, with the Mohawk and shit. He in that huge deficit out there, and yeah, they ain't got no choice but to raise property tax all over the damn state. Not just in Chicago, but all over the state. They trying to raise property taxes like a mug out there.
And Kamal said that he couldn't afford it.
She says Henyard and Woods refused to pay the extra rent in August, then stopped paying altogether. Did they pay for September?
No.
Did they pay for October?
No.
That's why you're trying to get them removed?
Yes.
Hull says not only are the couple thousands of dollars behind in rent, but they also changed the locks and garage door code, so she can't get inside.
If I push and go over there.
That's illegal. That's crazy. Hold on. As a tenant and you're renting, You cannot change the locks on nothing at that property. That's not your place. That's not what. See, this is the problem right here. They've allowed Tiffany Henyard in Dalton, Illinois, out there to have so much false power and shit. This broad is delusional out here. She delusional. Tiffany Henyard is delusional. But hey, though, y'all the ones actually decide to usher this crap in right here. This is a prime example of what's going to happen on a national election if y'all don't watch this shit out here. Hold on. Yeah, I said it. Let's keep going.
There with the locksmith and try to change them back. I think that she's going to probably have me arrested.
So Hull went to court and filed an eviction lawsuit against Henyard and Woods. But Cook County sheriffs have tried and failed to serve that suit, both at the home and Village Hall. Now Hull is paying a process server to track one of them down. What position does this put you in?
A very hard position. I'm between a rock and a hard place. I haven't worked in several months, and I am fearful that I may lose the house.
She says Henyard blocked her months ago, but with all the controversy surrounding Henyard's spending of tax dollars, she wants to send the mayor a message.
At some point, you would have to understand that karma is going to catch up to you. Just pay your rent.
She says even if Henyard and her boyfriend come up with the money, she still wants them out of her house, which is on a month-to-month lease. Now, we reached out to the couple and Henyard's criminal defense attorney, but so far have not received a response.
Okay, so a month-to-month lease at the end of the day, yes, that's a playhouse. That's where they went to meet up. The little boy toy, Tiffany Henyard, little sneaky link action, things like that. Yeah, that's what's going on right here. All right, so we about to dive off into this next one. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? Apparently, you know what I'm saying, the Democrats are not reading the room out here. It's crazy, though. They're not reading the room. So we're going to dive off into this. Quarters, nickels, and dimes.
Joining me now, Stacey Washington, host of Stacey on the Right on Sirius XM. Stacey, so good to see you. How does Trump sort of capitalize on the discontent among some, not a majority, but a growing number of Black Americans, given this horrible economy for working people and still the open border? How does he keep chipping away at the Democrat support?
So, Laura, this is something he's actually really good at, and that is focusing in on his accomplishments from the first term and connecting those to the issues Americans are facing because of the Harris agenda, and then talking about what he'll do if he's back in office in 2025. And I think all of the metrics point to him being able to do that. Americans have noticed, regardless of skin tone, that they have fewer jobs, that more foreign-born people were hired last year than American-born, that we've lost manufacturing jobs, 34,000 of them. A lot of these statistics, they're taken for granted by Democrats who think that Black people don't care about policy. But guess what, Laura? I have a bottom line. I have a budget. I have an ability to measure whether or not I'm better off now than I was 4 years ago. And Black Americans are noticing that. Trump only has to point it out that he did a better job than Biden and Harris, and he's coasting in there. I mean, we see the trends moving in his direction.
I saw some influencers, I think there were younger influencers online who were, I think they were Black. They were, I think they were Black Americans. But they were saying they thought Obama's scolding of Black men was really insulting. And they were kind of really taken aback by it. I didn't think much of it at the time, except as typical Obama. But that might have been a huge, huge turning point and not the way they thought it would be.
So, Laura, it's like they can't read the room. This is the Democrat Party of 20 years ago, where they would just give Black Americans their marching orders. They'd head over to church, head over to a few union halls, tell Black Americans who they should vote for, and that was it, right? No.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
She said it. I didn't. She said it. I did. Yes, those marching orders out there. Listen, look. And that's what's been going on. And that's what's been going on. Hey, in the Black community. I'm just being honest with you. Yeah, giving the marching orders, you vote for this, and You know what I'm saying? This and that. And then we get everybody in office, put these people in place, and nothing gets done for the actual community that actually put their dumb asses in place.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
Yeah. It's crazy out here. But it is what it is, though.
No campaigning, no issues. Now they're really looking at an angry Black electorate that has been dumped on because of the migrant invasion, and it's their communities that are being hit the hardest, and they blame Democrats for it. And Obama, he doesn't have a great record on Black policy from his time in office, so he's kind of coming out, and everybody's like, who asked you? Like, where did you come from? They're not reading the room.
Well, this MS.
I don't think they care about reading the room. I really don't. And these are just the facts. When you have people in power like that, you know what I'm saying? Power does take over your mental state. Power takes over your soul. Power takes over your whole mindset. And when you have that much power to where you actually are able to move a country and move a world, basically, you know, you get to emperor level type mentality and things like that. And once you get there, it's like Caligula. If you ever, well, I know probably a lot of y'all don't know about Caligula, but Caligula was emperor of Rome thousands of years ago. And he got that position as a basically a child and things like that. And he was a huge tyrant. They're back doing a day when you could actually be a huge tyrant and get away with it. Now, these are little tyrants that we're dealing with out here now. I'm just being honest with you. And he was a huge tyrant, and yeah, he ran Rome into the damn ground. Seriously. And I'm seeing remnants of Caligula type mindset, with this situation here. It just is what it is.
MSNBC panel, so everyone's clear, was a pro-Trump group of people that they highlighted. I still can't believe they put it on. And then when MSNBC heard something that they didn't like, they kind of put a disclaimer on screen. Check this out.
I saw it.
To be clear, the voters I spoke with here are not representative of Black voters in Philadelphia on whole. For the record, multiple studies have shown that undocumented migrants are statistically less likely to commit violence than American citizens.
Hold on. Statistically, undocumented migrants will commit less crimes. Okay, so what's going on in Aurora? What's going on out there in California? What is going on with the young ladies that got deleted by these illegal people that were here? Young American children. These were young ladies that got deleted by illegal migrants that got allowed over here. Programs, whatever, cross the border, it doesn't matter. They're illegal. What about the 14-year-old little girl that got stabbed at a baseball game in Indiana by an illegal that left Aurora, Colorado, where they were taking over apartment buildings by gunpoint? Tren de Agua. Yes, Tren de Agua, the Venezuelan gang that's massively taking over here. What about that? What about our American children that are being actually done in with these situations right here? But nobody wants to speak about this. Nobody wants to actually put in the work to understand what's going on here. But are we just supposed to look out for everybody? Nope. I'm about America being selfish again. Yeah.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
Nope. No, we need our factory jobs back. We need these individuals to actually bring this stuff back. We need our manufacturing back. We need the basis of providing jobs for decent American citizens that want to pay taxes. Not bring people in to where they could use our tax money to put them in high-rise hotels up in fucking New York and shit.
Citizens.
So, Stacey, I guess, the damage that illegals do crime-wise is just collateral damage. And it's not that much, right? Unless you're the one who lost somebody you love.
Yeah, unless you're related to Lake and Riley, or Jocelyn Narangre, you really don't have anything to say. Is what she's dismissing the harm that's been done. And what about all of the different people who've been harmed whose stories didn't make the news, Laura?
You bet. You bet. Stacey, love your show. Thank you so much for spending time with us.
Hey. All right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it just is what it is, though. This is crazy out here. And yes, they are not reading the room. And like I told you, it's a Caligula mindset. And if you don't know who Caligula is, aka Lil Boot, you know what I'm saying? Look it up. Ancient Rome, young emperor, huge tyrant, huge in ancient Rome. All types of debaucherous things that Caligula was engaging in. I'm telling you now, this is crazy out here. Now, like I said, though, these individuals right here are a small versions of, tyrants and shit. But, yeah, it is what it is out here, man. We having huge issues with these individuals that are sneaking over here and being allowed over here and things like that. And these are problems. And it just is what it is. It's no escaping this. We have to get these individuals up out of here for the safety of our children, whether people believe it or not. Just because it hadn't affected you yet doesn't mean that it's not affecting you. You're just not seeing it yet. And these are the problems with a lot of, us as Americans and things like that. And we see these things. Some of us do. Some of us don't. And these are the factors in life right here. And it's sad of where we're at right now. And the country is truly at a dire straits right now with these issues that are going on. And we're having huge problems. Shout out to all those families out there that have lost loved ones to immigrants and that should not be here, that are here illegal and stuff like that. Hopefully they hopefully they can get things together. Yeah. But it is what it is, though. Shout out to all my subscribers. Mad love to y'all. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Make sure you ring that bell to be notified whenever I decide to post things. And like I always say,
and that, my friends, is the bottom line.
That, my friends, is the bottom line.